Well, it's that best time of day, breakfast, and we're going to be making waffles and torrijas. Torrijas is a Spanish form of French toast. First, we're going to start off with the batter for our waffles. This is the same batter that I use for pancakes, but we're doing waffles. Anyway, what we start off with is 1 cup of yogurt to 1 cup of milk. I use yogurt because I don't like buttermilk. I'm not going to go buy buttermilk for one recipe when you can substitute it with yogurt. And 1 cup of milk. The milk I'm using is skim milk. There's 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in here. I use canola oil. So we mix those together. This time we're doing the wet products first, and then we mix in the dry. And then we're going to separate some eggs, because we're going to whip up the whites to fold in with the batter. So we put the whites in a clean bowl, because if you do put the whites in a dirty bowl, they will not meringue, they will not form. There's 1. There's 2. We have 4 eggs, the whites in 1, the yolks in the other. Besides the 4 eggs, we do a ½ teaspoon of salt, 1½ of baking soda, and 1 of baking powder. So 1½ of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar in here as well. And this is for the waffles or pancake, whatever you want to use the batter for. It's good for both. Again, place 4 egg yolks, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of yogurt, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, ½ teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of oil, and we mix. You should always be heating up your waffle maker and your pan, because you always want it hot and ready to go. We're going to put in 2 cups of unbleached flour with ½ cup of whole wheat flour. Remember, your pans are heating up, so we're going to mix in our flour mixture. Now your batter is going to be a little bit thick, and when it gets thickened, we're going to beat the egg whites to fold them in. So we have to beat the egg whites till they are white, stiff white peaks. The batter is nice and thick. All the dry is mixed with the wet. Now we're going to beat the egg whites. If you have a handy electric mixer, it helps with beating the egg whites. Unless you're like my mother, who used to beat the egg whites and get the peaks without the electric mixer. Ah, the olden days. As you can see, get a nice peak there, and we're going to fold it in. And when you put it in your waffle maker, my waffle maker, it makes more like a Belgian waffle. They're very big. It's 4 minutes in the waffle maker until they're a nice golden crispy brown. If you like them crunchier, you can leave them an extra minute, but usually I do 4 minutes and they do a pretty good job. Fold from down under. A 3 tablespoon ice cream scooper, and I do 2 scoops. I do 2 scoops for each square. So it probably gets like a 1/4 cup of batter in each square of your waffle maker. This is a 4 Belgian waffle maker. This again is the same batter that I use for pancakes. I use 2 of these per pancake, or 2 of these per waffle. And for pancakes, the same thing. 4 minutes on one side, you'll see it bubble up, flip it over, and you got your pancakes. So we're gonna put in 1, 2. You put more than a 1/4 cup in your waffle maker in each of these squares. What's gonna happen is the batter's gonna come out. There's the waffles. Put your timer on for 4 minutes. Do 2 pancakes here for you. They both get, again, 2 scoops. Here the pancakes are bubbling on top, golden brown on the bottom, and there's our 4 minutes. These are our pancakes, and as you see, your waffles are done. And here we go, the waffles are nice and done and crispy. Take them out carefully with your fingertips, because they're hot. Enjoy it with butter or syrup, and then we'll do the next batch and repeat it. So here's your nice tasty waffle, and we have some tasty pancakes. I hope you enjoy the waffle pancake mixture part of it. The next thing we're going to be doing is our torrijas.